DayTradeToWin.com. Today is August 20th. It's a Thursday. I want to show you what's happening here on the E-mini S&P as well as the trade scalper. We've hit the all-time highs. I mentioned earlier a few months ago after the market took a big crash that we would get back to these highs. I gave you a plan and I gave you a way to take advantage of it, and I'm glad that some of you did based on the communications and emails that I received. I will place that video at the end, or a link to that video at the end, so you could see how exactly I described the best way to approach. And I mentioned this in a few webinars and videos, how the market would come back to the highs and to take the midpoint. Anyway, back to this. Today we're looking at a few trades. The market's really slowed down a lot. You've probably noticed that it's a completely different environment than what we've had last couple of months, where the market is very, very strong, but now it's actually slow. We don't need the ATR, the average true range, on a range chart, but it's good to see on a 1-minute chart. So for example, if I looked at a 1-minute chart right now, you could see that the signals here for the trade scalper, short here overnight pre-market, then the market opens and we took a big move to the upside, and the signals are all pretty good. They're not there's not a lot of bad signals here. This signal here may have not worked here, this last signal here on the 1-minute chart, but you have here probably 10 signals that are all pretty good signals, both short and long, which is good, right? The trade scalper can go long or short, and I'm not using any filtering, right? By the way, I recommend the Atlas sign or the roadmap to help filter out some of these trades, but I'm not using any filtering on this chart. But since the market here is so slow here at 1 point, kind of normal, slow, normal environment, I want to see more trades or more action, so I'm going to switch here to a range chart here, a range chart with a value of 2. So remember, every candle, every single move that you see up or down is 2 ticks. And so we don't need here the ATR because every candle has the same distance, 2 ticks, and so there's not going to be much of a difference. They're all going to be 2 ticks on the ATR. So what do we have here? Well, we have here a long signal, a short signal. This signal here probably failed. It wasn't this one here. So this one we can scratch as a losing trade. This is a winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade. Let's go back a little bit more here. Winning trade, winning trade. So overall, if you count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades on the range chart with 1 losing trade. It's not a bad ratio. The same thing with the 1-minute chart. If you count all those trades and compare it to 1 losing trade, as an example, it's not that bad of a ratio. So I'm going to look for the next trade here, long or short, and I want to place this trade to show you the result. All right, so here we have a long 33.69. With using the range chart, we should get in immediately. So let me enter here long 33.69.
Order
okay,
pending.
So here is a long at 33.69. Remember, a market if touched is it comes down or comes up and touches, it converts that order into a market order to get you into the trade. Remember, expect a tick of slippage under normal circumstances. So 33.69 is the entry. You see over here the same thing, 33.70.50 is the entry to go short. So when this occurred, as soon as it went here or here or here, you're in. I don't want to chase this. I'm going to keep my 33.69 here to go long. Long is the entry. Okay, there's another trade here, 33.71.75. I'm going to just move that to 33.71.75.
Order filled.
Okay, so 33.71.75 long. The ATR is probably the same, about 1 point target. I have my stop there, and even though this trade here didn't get filled, I should have gotten in quicker, a little bit quicker. It took off on me. This one here is 33.71.75 long. Okay, very simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. Small targets, small stops. The market is slow, so a range chart would work better, even though a 1 minute chart is fine as well.
Target filled.
And there it is. Let me just make sure I can show you that here with the, data series and text and marker. Okay, there you go. So 33.71.75. Couldn't get this long here. I was a little slow here on the trigger. Usually the range chart is fast. You see the signal, you want to get in. And the same thing here. Now it's continuing higher and higher, as you can see. I just wanted to point out of the trade 6. If you want to learn more about trading, visit DayTradeToWin.com. Subscribe to the DayTradeToWin YouTube channel, the next mentorship class where we cover all of these methods with lifetime licenses for the software.